We are live. Looks like we have gone live. So, good evening, everyone. It's Wednesday evening again, and I'm back here to do my weekly live. But it's a special live today because, again, this week I've got one of my lovely mentee, Divya. And Divya is from North London. And I try and bring different mentees because people's situations are different, their reasons are different why they want to do rent to rent. And it'll be lovely to meet Divya and find out Divya's story, what made Divya get into rent to rent, and how she's finding it, and many things. And guys, if you have any questions as well, feel free to ask. So hi Divya.
Hello.
Hiya. Can't see you.
Hello.
Yes, how are you? Thank you for agreeing to come on board with me. Really
yes.
appreciate. Thank you.
You're most welcome. It's nice to be here.
Thank you, because I know how much it takes a lot of gut because for some people, okay, they're very extrovert, but some people like myself, I know it's a big effort for me. And someone like yourself, I know you're not just like me. You're not really a social media person, but you're coming out and doing it for me. It really means a lot. And I think it's going to inspire so many people. So I really appreciate, I really do. Fabulous. So I can see there are few people watching. So guys, if you are watching, then say hello so we can see who's watching. And then I can pass, your hello to Divya as well. So Divya will know who's watching here. I can see there are few people. They've joined our live, so let's see. Feel free, ask questions. Let's make it interactive and let's make it interesting as well. Yeah, fabulous. Right, so let's start with you, Divya. Tell me, where are you? I think I've already said you're from London, so yes. North London, is that right?
Yes, I'm from North London.
London. And what were you doing? Did you do anything property related before coming into rent to rent, or what was it?
No, I have always wanted to do property. I have a great passion for it, but never really been in a position to do it.
Right.
Until I came across Facebook, social media, and then I saw all the this discussions on rent to rent properties and stuff like that. And I thought, let me explore this a bit more. And that's how I started. And yes.
Did you feel like just how I felt? I thought, oh, rent to rent, it sounds too good to be true. Did you feel like that as well when you first?
Yes. I did a course in that, and I thought, wow, it's really lucrative and very, very good to start with.
Yeah. And if somebody hasn't got any experience in properties like I was complete zero, before I got into properties 5 years ago. And now I feel like I've just come on a lot, and I feel like that with you as well. What a amazing transformation actually in you.
Yes.
I'm so proud of you.
lot of learning curves and ups and downs, but
definitely.
We just carry on.
Yeah. So tell me, what courses did you do, to get into? Did you do any course in rent to rent or any property related?
Yes. So I did do a course on rent to rent, which was running in London.
Okay.
It was like a 2-day course. So I went to that one, and it sounded really, really very good. All the different strategies and how it was explained to me and how to start and everything. So I thought, I must try this. And then I explored a little bit more after that. And that's how I started. And then I came across you on Facebook.
Right.
So I was watching you lots on the live,
I used to do live every single day, if you remember.
Yes.
Yeah. I've done loads of lives actually. Yes, that's right. So I remember you used to join and used to ask lots and lots of questions as well to me. So what was it? Did you feel that you could relate to me? What was it? Why did you think that, You used to join. What was it?
Yeah, I don't know. It was something about you that came across really genuine. You know, like you were really genuine, and you really came with all the experiences that you were talking to me. I could really resonate with that, and then think that, you know, that's really me. And I thought to myself, I need to connect with this lady because everything seemed so common. All the questions, all the strategies, everything. It just seemed like I needed to connect with you for some reason. It just, you know, felt right.
You just felt
And
that you found someone, but by then, like, because what happens, sometimes people I come across and I have a chat and they say, but I've already done a course or I'm already doing a course. And you were exactly in that position, you know, you had done a
yes,
course and you were doing another course. And still you
yes,
felt that, no, it was the right thing for me to do, if you remember.
yes.
Yep.
I just felt you were very approachable and very easy to talk to, and you were so knowledgeable and experienced. And there's, you know, there's that connection that you get, that you feel at ease with that person. And I felt like that with you.
Oh,
And yeah, and you know, and I knew that I needed to connect with you, and
I
I'm
really feel
so glad.
honored actually. I really
and
appreciate
I'm and I'm so glad I did, you know. So
yeah.
glad. Yeah.
I remember you said that you are doing course, and I said, Divya, try and finish that course first before you
Yes.
come on board. But then we spoke again, and then you said,
Yes.
listen, I'm ready. Actually, you know, I've got a property, but I'm scared to take action.
Yes.
Tell me a bit more about that property that you know where you.
Yes. So I came across this 7-bedroom HMO in Hayes through a friend who was in the same property course that I was in
Doing.
doing. And you know, he really said that it's, you know, fully tenanted, and it's really, you know, making good money. You don't have to worry about filling the property, and you know, from day one you will be, you know, making money. And it sounded really good. And I thought to myself, now do I jump or do I stay? Or, you
What
know,
do I do?
I've had so many dilemmas of what to do.
Mm.
And I felt that was really on my own, and I didn't really get that support that I needed. And then
From
I
the
came
course that you
and
were
then I
doing.
came across you, and I thought, you know, this is the lady that's going to give me the support.
Bless
So,
you.
so
Oh,
I joined you, and then it was only through your support and your hand holding that
oh,
I took
honored.
that I took my first steps, you know, and I acquired the property. Because if it wasn't for you, Sapna, standing right by my side,
Oh.
there was no way I was going to take the leap, you know.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
thank you for helping me take that first step.
Oh my God, thank you. I'm getting really emotional. We've got Peggy here. Peggy is saying, Peggy has joined our group. She's saying hello to
Hello.
you as well and to me. And we've got Mary here as well, watching us live. And Mary is saying hello as well. Hello, Divya.
Hello, Mary.
So Mary is from North London. Guys, if you have any questions, please do ask. We've got lovely Divya. It takes, honestly, I'm really honored. I can't tell you, you know, how thankful, because I know for you, you're a very, like, I know you are a reflection of me, my personality.
Yes,
So although I come on social media, I do things, but you know, deep down, I'm a very introvert type of person, you
yes,
know, a
yes,
shy person, which
yeah.
people find hard to believe. But I've trained
Yeah,
myself.
same
So I
here.
do really, really appreciate, you know, for you being so brave and coming on board and, you know, talking like this. So, right. So you felt that even though you were doing course, you still felt that you needed that hand holding and
Yeah, I think in rent to rent, you definitely need a mentor. I don't know if other people are doing it without a mentor, but I certainly would advise whoever is thinking of doing rent to rent to have a mentor, because without a mentor, it's really lonely. There are so many questions that you need to ask about. Who do you turn to? You know, you need that moral support, and like you were there for me at any time, you know, middle of the night, early morning, weekends, anytime. You were just there. I'd message you and you said sure, and you were there. And that is priceless, really. Especially when you're starting your first rent to rent, you need that moral support and somebody by you.
mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it's really tough, I
It's
think.
tough. Yeah, because sometimes all you need is that moral support from someone. And and I know how hard and how lonely, I totally understand, because we've never faced those situations. And
Yes.
you just feel almost embarrassed that who do I ask, because this is my fault. How do I
Yes.
handle it, because people will judge me, and nobody really understands that it can happen to anybody. I know
Yes.
exactly what you mean. So
Yes.
I'm so proud of you. You've done really, really well, honestly, really well. Super
Thank you.
proud of you. Yeah. Right. So this property that you have, it's in North London, around in North London,
Yes.
but it's home.
Yes.
So
Yes.
we went through proper due diligence in that one.
That's correct. Yes. Yes.
So we had like a Zoom, and then I said, write down, these are the questions you're going to ask landlord.
Yes.
We did all that for,
Yeah.
we want you to get stuck with the deal. Where
That's right. We did all the figures, and they all sort of matched up and added up, and
yeah.
we thought it was a good deal to
Mhm.
go ahead with.
So
And I
would you
think
say, if any deal was coming from a sourcer like that, would you say it's too risky to take it just from sourcer, trusting their decision on it, that it's a good deal? You still feel there is a need for a mentor? If
yes, definitely. Yeah. I mean, I think sources are good if you can get a good deal. Obviously, they ask you for a fee for it, which is only fair. But definitely, even getting a deal through a sourcer, you still need a mentor.
Yeah, although your
Um,
deal didn't come from a sourcer, but still you feel, because sometimes people think, oh, what's big deal? I'll just take their
yes,
number, whatever calculation they are saying will just
yes.
go.
No, I still feel that you still need to do your own due diligence, and the figures are so important to work out, even though the sourcer might say that these are the figures, but you literally need to do it yourself as well, just to make sure
Yeah,
that
that's right. They may just quickly sell you a deal. They've made their money
yes,
and they'll just disappear, and you're the one who's left with that deal.
yes,
You're stuck with it for 3 to 5 years. So where do you go then? So yeah,
exactly,
definitely,
yeah.
totally agree
and
with that.
and you have a very good chart for calculations,
Oh,
so that's really good.
yeah, deal
Yeah.
analyzer. Yeah, I've added few more things to it as well recently. So
Okay,
which
that's
is,
good.
yeah, just to help as well. So no, that's great. Thank you. Right. So let's talk about, people would love to know what your numbers are like, because people want to know that is it really that lucrative, and especially many people say, oh, good deals don't happen in London, but you are a prime example. I don't think anybody I know who's got such a fantastic, when it comes to bargain, I think it was a
Yes,
true bargain.
yes,
Um,
yes.
Okay, so I'm sure people would love to know. So it's a 7-bedroom property.
It's a 7, but yes.
What was your initial investment on that one?
Okay, so it was fully tenanted.
Mhm.
So I basically needed just about 4,000 pounds
Yeah, and
to,
then you just hardly did little bit of work, and then
yeah, just a little bit of refurb, but nothing really major.
major.
So yeah.
And then your net profit after paying all the bills and everything, how much are you making per month on this one?
So it's about 700 pounds.
Around 700. Yeah, but
Yes.
make sure that you're going to increase rent as well, because bills are
Yeah.
going up. So because I want you to, get the maximum out of that property. Yeah.
Yes.
So we discussed that, didn't we? So this particular property, I think you got your money out pretty quick, didn't you? You got your money out in about initially, if
In
it
the
was
net,
700.
in the 3-4 months, because it was fully rented, fully tenanted, money was coming in from day one.
From day one.
So yeah, I recovered my money in the next three
Pretty
to
quick,
four.
didn't you?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
three,
yeah.
4 months, that's it. That's about it. And people have never heard anything like this, what you've got, so it's
Yes,
amazing. And I
yeah,
think the way you've transformed that property, as well as people have moved out and you've just done the room up and everything, and it's just
yes,
amazing. Really, really
yes,
proud of
yeah,
you. Yeah. So now if you will rent, increase the rent little bit, so hopefully, this will make you around 800 pound net. So
yes,
roughly,
yeah.
so if you're talking around 800 net, time it with 12, how much are we talking? Around 9,500 pounds. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Well, at least 10.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, around that much. So guys, if you have any question to ask, Right. Okay. So you've already answered. I was going to ask you, why did you choose me out of so many people? A lot of people are teaching rent to rent at the moment. So
Yes.
you were
I
right.
feel that there are so many mentors on Facebook, on the social media, and I just feel that, you come across very genuine, and you are, because you are, full proof for me now, because I've been through the mentorship with you, and you've been there for me, right by my side every time I needed you. And it's easy to say, oh, rent to rent is really lucrative and it's easy. But what happens when you have the challenges? That is when the test of a true mentor shows up. And
Mm,
that is where you came in. And when I had my challenges, you were there for me. You
mm,
know, anytime, like you didn't have Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, or only weekdays or anything like that. You were there for me 24/7. And you can't, I don't know if you can find that in another mentor, to be
mm.
honest with you, you
Yeah.
know?
I felt that pain actually. I felt that, I really felt that, there were situations where, because this is going to happen to everybody in the property world,
Yes,
no matter. People don't talk about it when we go to networking events and all. People will just talk numbers, but tough situations happen, don't they? People
yes,
come across, difficult tenants, or people are not paying and things like that. And,
yes,
this is the true test, of if somebody can really help. So, oh, I feel really honored, honestly. I really do. So your ultimate goal was that you wanted to get into buy to let, didn't you?
yes,
That's what you wanted to do. But you started off with rent to rent
rent to rent.
because,
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
because you thought that this is going to give you that experience and some
yes.
cash flow. Is that right?
Yes, basically to learn everything about property, all the rules, regulations, policies.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought this was a good stepping stone.
Mm-hmm.
And then, once I become more confident with the tenants and, all the contracts and things like that, then I could, move on to,
To buy
having my
your
own,
own
yeah,
properties. And this is so fantastic. Honestly, I can't tell you how happy I am that you're buying your first buy to let at the moment, aren't you?
Yes, yes, I am.
Amazing, honestly. You've come on
Yeah.
a lot, and I'm really, really happy for your journey, and I think many more to come as well.
Yes,
Are you having
yes,
like a little pause at the moment in your rent to rent because you're concentrating on buy to let this particular?
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
Sure, sure. But yeah, definitely. You feel that once you've done rent to rent, you feel that um, it's like a copy and paste formula to a certain extent. You feel that you kind of know you've done it. So, or how,
Do you know what? Once you've gone through the first one, then you really become, quite savvy and quite
yeah.
comfortable with the next one. But
Mm,
obviously, you still are a little bit reluctant, and you still need like a little bit of reassurance with the
mhm,
second one and the third and all that.
mhm,
But I
mhm.
think the main is having your first one.
Having first one, and it's very important, and it's what people go through sometimes with their first rent to rent as well. When they face challenges, they think that's it, I can't do. But
Yes,
once you've gone past that, and if you
yes,
get yourself out of that, you can actually look at the bigger picture, and then those problems become smaller, hopefully.
yes,
So that's how I
yes,
feel, because I remember actually, Divya, in your situation, I had a mentor as well, and
yes,
whenever I nearly was in tears because this tenant actually challenged me, and I just didn't know where I go. And
yes,
they didn't pick the phone up, and honestly, I can't tell you how. And that really, really upset me for a couple of days. They just purposely didn't look at my I could see that they've seen and they know I'm struggling. And
yes,
then I thought, you know what, and I got that support from my cleaner, and
yes,
it's so emotional, and I think that's what has really hit me, and it's made me so grounded that whenever
yes,
in our group, I don't think I do it purposely, like I try to look nice or do that, but because I think I've seen that side of it, and I felt myself so lonely. And it was
yes,
my cleaner who gave me that support, moral support that I needed, which maybe my mentor should have done.
yes,
I i i totally understand, how it feels, actually, how it is. And sometimes you feel intimidated and all that, and you just need
yes,
that person to talk to. So
yes.
100%, I definitely, I kind of agree with that. Guys, if you have any questions, we've got loads of people logged in. Um, we've got Sharlian saying, "Go Divya." Nice to see you, Divya. Yeah, a lot of people cheering you, Divya. I'm going to read people's. Sohe has recently joined. She's saying, "Hi, Divya. Hi, Sapna."
Hi.
Yvonne is saying hi to you as well. Hi, Divya. And Yvonne is saying hi to me. Hi, Yvonne. And we've got Nishat. Remember Nishat?
Yes.
Yeah. Saying, well done, Divya. See, we are all cheering you. So proud because you really setting example, because, you know, people sometimes think you really have to be tough and you need to be. But if people like us can do it, anybody,
Yes.
see that courage, you know, and
Yes.
that perseverance. And Charlian is saying, I'm so pleased that you finally did it. And even Karen is saying, well done, Divya. She's giving you high fives. So yeah, guys, ask any question property related. I'm just so honored today because, you know, it means a lot when people come out of their comfort zone just to do this for me. It really means a lot to me, you know. So I totally get that. What would you say that you've learned by, you know, three more, or if you want to say something that if somebody is looking to get into rent to rent, what would be your message on that? What do you think, you know?
The first thing is find a good mentor. And I highly recommend you because I've been through it with you, and I know you are genuine, you're there, you're constantly, you know, you're there at all times. And that I don't know if possible with other mentors, to be honest with you. And then obviously after that, learn the strategy and, you know, do all the other stuff that you need to, you know, due diligence, the numbers, and a lot of hard work, hard grafting on the laptop, looking for properties and you know, finding them.
Perseverance, people need to have that. People sometimes lose their momentum very easily as well, don't they?
Yes.
Because I remember you went through a lot of properties as well, although you were looking, but at the same time, while we were looking and you were, you know, we were waiting for some more information from the landlord, but still you continued looking and looking and looking for properties at that time.
So you just have to, you have to just keep at it, you know.
Yeah, don't lose the momentum.
Yes.
Yeah, brilliant. And so one thing you're saying mentor, second thing you're saying don't lose momentum, keep going. Anything else? Anything you think people should know or have?
Perseverance and determination.
Right. Yeah. So that's all. Right. Okay. Mary is saying to Divya, do you feel you could have made such progress if you didn't have mentoring support?
No, not at all. I wouldn't have taken my first step if it hadn't been for Sapna. That's for sure.
I remember you were itching for us to discuss that deal, didn't you? You said, take me on board because I'll come.
Yeah, definitely.
I just kind of felt bad because you had just joined another mentorship and I know you had paid a lot more for that. You know, it was very big amount that you had paid. And I thought, but I knew what you were going to get as well. So I knew, you know. So, yeah. So, right. Mary, that was a good question. Thank you for it. And Charlian is saying, Sapna is best mentor. Thank you. Now, Aso is saying, how long did it take you to find your first deal? That's a very good question, actually.
Yes, it took me about 6 months. Yeah.
6 months that before you came on board, but because when you came on board, you already had that deal, if you remember.
Yes, so 6 months with the other mentor, and with you I was already it was already in the process.
Yeah, so but you just looked at it and then within I think 2 weeks,
but I just needed the encouragement and the support from you to take the next step.
So you were kind of sitting and you were waiting that nobody else takes that deal. Something inside was telling you that maybe it is a potential deal, it is a good deal, but I just want someone who's maybe done it to give me that, green flag to say, yes, go ahead with it. Or exactly. So to answer, SOA, your question, when Divya joined me, actually, it was, I think within 2 weeks, you had that deal, didn't you? Because you were kind of sitting on the Right. Okay. There you go. Karen is asking, what was the biggest challenge for you, Divya?
Okay, so the biggest challenge for me was the tenants. I had two very difficult tenants. I'm going to be completely honest with you. And, you
And
know,
that
they,
wasn't your fault really, because you had inherited those tenants, didn't you?
exactly,
So that
exactly.
was, this is where you had to tackle them very.
Yes. So I basically had to tackle them, get them out of the property from the rooms, and then, you know, refurb the room and then advertise again. So that was a huge, huge learning curve for me. And
Yes.
I'm glad I went through that, because now I feel much more confident.
Confident about these things.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. That was another very good question. Peggy saying, well done, Divya. Yay.
Thank you.
Really, really proud of you. So, can you believe our half an hour is nearly over? You know, we've got 5 more minutes if you want to add anything. Honestly, I mean, you're doing really well even with that property, and can't wait. You know, don't let this stop. Let the cash flow come in. You know, if there is
Yes.
a good deal, obviously your buy to let will make you some money. You're going to create that legacy, and you're going to, you know, you'll have that passive source of income. But
Yes.
definitely, once you feel that you're ready, then, you know, come back on board and take rent to
So,
rent as well. So, and what you gonna, have you got any plans about your job as well? Or you're gonna keep that going for the time being, because you
oh
work for
yes.
NHS, don't you?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, that's still going because I love my job.
you love your job. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Um, Yvonne is laughing, and Yvonne is saying, yes, looking for property is exhausting, but perseverance is the key. Yes,
Yes.
exactly, Yvonne, you're right. And this is what Divya is saying as well. Don't lose your momentum. Keep going, and right property is coming, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So I really, really appreciate your time today. Really appreciate your time, honestly.
You're most welcome, Sapna. It's a pleasure.
Thank you. And I, like I said, I've said it earlier as well. You know, for you to come on social media like this and do it for me, you don't know how priceless that is to me. Honestly, you really have
Oh,
made my day. You really have.
thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
and
you.
enjoy rest of the evening. And I wish you every success in your property journey. And
Thank you very much. Same to you. Thank
take
you.
care then. Bye bye.
Bye.